Hi guys, welcome back to Disney Reptiles. So today, if you haven't already read, it's going to be a care guide video about bearded dragons. I'm gonna try my best to cover everything. I am a little scatterbrained today. I took a week of vacation at work, so I'm in vacay mode. Well, staycay. But yeah, so today I have Shadow. Hello. He's kind of still in shed under his chin, so it looks a little weird. And he's sitting on one of his favorite things, which is his little, it's a dog toy, but it was cute. It was Halloween themed. So he's just sitting at my desk on his little chocolate bar. So I'm just gonna leave him back because he does not look too thrilled that I'm picking him up. All right. Oh, okay. He's just gonna lick. But yeah, so it's gonna be a care guide about caring for bearded dragons, and I have learned so much more about bearded dragons than I've ever known. When I was like, I don't know, like 14, 15 maybe, I had my first two bearded dragons, and I was not educated enough, and no one told me that I was taking care of them wrong, so unfortunately they passed away. So I was really hesitant about getting Shadow, and so I did all my research. I actually work at a store where I actually bought him. I work at the store, and so I was making sure he was eating right, which is another thing you always want to make sure when you're getting an animal, is making sure that they're eating regularly. Sorry guys, can't talk. Yeah, but make sure they're eating normally, and make sure they're growing right, that they're acting right. But yeah, it's a big mistake that a lot of people do, is they don't ask about their new pets' eating habits. And a big thing is, everyone sees these tiny little pets in pet stores or at expos, and they don't take into consideration how big they get. Bearded dragons actually need a minimum of a 40-gallon tank when they are full grown. Obviously, bigger the better. You can also do more cool things with it, like if you've ever seen just DIY tanks or different tanks that other websites make. They look amazing. Bearded dragons also need a UVB light, preferably a strip. Honestly, if you have a spiral, it's better than nothing, because it can lead to bone diseases and it can stunt their growth, and it's just not good for them. It helps them grow. Almost like how we drink milk for our bones to be strong, that's the light for them. They also need a daytime basking light. You put it in one specific area of your tank, and somewhere where they can reach up high, so usually like a hammock or a high rock, so they can go there when they're feeling. He keeps looking at me, I'm sorry guys. Yes, hi. Get little chin scratches. You like that? Sorry, mama dragon mode went in. Yeah, you want to come up? He's not so much amused with his little thing anymore. Come on. The little nails got caught. Come on. But I don't want him to eat my hair, because he likes to lick everything. That's another thing. Bearded dragons like to lick like anything. I actually have no idea, so if you have an idea why bearded dragons lick things, please leave a comment below. But so he's, I don't know if he's full grown yet, but he's like 6-7 months old, and he's pretty big. I felt guilty, so I was feeding him a little bit too much, so he's on a little bit of a diet, so he's losing a little of his beer gut. But so when bearded dragons are younger, they actually need a 80% bug diet. So you can do baby roaches, you can do, I'm not a fan of mealworms, but I mean, it's fine. You have to be careful because they can be impacted easily from mealworms. Crickets are the easiest thing, but make sure you gut load them. So you make sure you're feeding them the right things, like vegetables or fruit, along with dusting them with calcium. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. I almost said it again. Sorry, guys. That was just as bad. Saying and is just as bad. Anyways, so when they are more into adulthood, their diet actually completely switches. So it actually becomes only 20% of their diet is worms or bugs. And you can do super worms. That's what he usually eats. It's easier for me to have super worms. I'm actually in the process of trying to breed them right now. I just started. And so yeah, they can have a large variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, and they should be readily available for them. His is actually his favorite food is collard greens. I cannot get him to really eat any other greens. I haven't really found his fruit that he likes, but he does like pumpkin. I actually get it in the cat section. They have pure pumpkin puree for cat digestion, and he loves this stuff. He cannot get enough of it. It definitely helps him poop too. But yeah, nighttime lighting. Yes, I sidetracked a whole big bunch. Nighttime lighting. So do not use a red bulb. It is okay to use a blue light to heat them at night, or heat humidifier. He actually is on a blue nighttime light because every time I've tried a heat humidifier, he freaks out. So he just does much better on a blue nighttime light. But yeah, so I've heard people letting their bearded dragons get down to 65 degrees. Now I don't like that cold of a temperature for them. I like it around 70. I'm gonna let him go back on his little chocolate bar. He's much more comfortable there. Oh, I know. But yeah, nighttime I like him around 70. During the day, his normal ambient temperature I like around like 95, and his basking gets to about 105. When it's on a chillier day, it gets to like 108 regularly. They do not know like still water, so I usually once a day I'll mist into his bowl and he'll drink out of that like every other day, or I do tiny driplets on his nose and he'll drink from there. But otherwise, bearded dragons can't identify still water. I think it's kind of silly. He's looking at me moving my hand around. But yeah, so you have to make sure that they're staying hydrated, because that is a common thing that if you just leave a water bottle, you'll think they'll drink it. They don't. Usually, there are exceptions. What else? I'm probably forgetting a lot of things. What else am I forgetting, Shadow? He just kind of went like this, which is really cute, but that didn't help me. You can crawl back in my hands? Maybe. They do shed. Important thing to do is do not pick their shed unless, you should actually never really pick their shed. Sometimes I'll take it. Oh, I'm sorry, I just poked him in the face. Oh, he was not happy I did that. Sometimes he gets a little shed on his nails. It's no longer attached to his skins, but it looks like little caps on his fingernails, so I just kind of brush it off with some, I spray his little toes and I brush it off. But do not pick it because it actually hurts them. It's almost like picking a scab on us, so it does hurt them. It is important to take them to get regular checkups just like you would a cat or a dog. You just have to find an exotic vet around you. Basking spot, I covered that. Guys, if I'm forgetting anything, please leave a comment down below so you guys can share with each other. Wow, I'm so totally blanking. They are a super friendly reptile, so they do grow up to almost 2 feet. Males grow larger than females, and I don't know, I always recommend it. Like I said, I work at a place that sells animals. I always recommend bearded dragons to starters because they are super easy to handle. Like, I think they are the easiest animal to handle. It just, people see like these tiny little bearded dragons and just don't, like, they don't understand that they get this big, so, and even bigger. So it's just, alright, now you're moving around. I wish you guys could see it. He's being a little ham right now. I really hope I covered everything. If not, I could eventually do an updated care guide. He ran right into my hands. Trying to think. A reptile carpet, yes. So substrate, yes. So, I use reptile carpet. I've heard of people doing a bioactive tank. I'm not sure how it works for a bearded dragon, but I'm not a fan of sand. Sand, they can get easily impacted. I have heard of people doing walnut crumbles, which for adults that actually sounds like a really good idea. They're easy to digest, almost just like normal food. You can also do paper towels if you want to do something that's a little easier to clean. But I take my reptile carpet and I put it just right into the, I rinse it underwater, and I just throw it in the washer and dryer and it's done. Sorry, I was looking at the tank to see if I can remember anything else. I think I covered everything. If you don't already, you should definitely follow me on Instagram under Dizzy Reptiles. I'll probably leave a link down below if I remember, but it's the same as the name here, Dizzy Reptiles. You gonna say hi to the camera? Oh, nope, he wants to go back to his little chocolate bar. Yeah, so make sure you like this video and also subscribe. And see you next time, guys.